Art of Pain, welcome in. How's it going? Michael. No, I didn't. I had a double cinnamon roll earlier. It's tying me over until probably breakfast tomorrow morning. Welcome in, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me okay over the fan. Welcome in, Max. What were you smelling? What did it smell like? Oh, look at that. The gang's all here. Kind of difficult to look at the phone, look at everything all at once. There we go. Alright, collective. Letting everybody jump in. So if I start a political channel, you guys gonna join that one too? Or should I just go political on this one? No, it's fair. That's why I'm asking. So I'm gonna let you guys take the wheel. What am I looking into tonight? What's the biggest question? Because North America is an absolute shit show. And they need somebody with some sense. Start raising the main issues. Like homelessness. Deprivation of food. All of our systems need a total reform. Welcome in, everybody. I almost didn't go live tonight. But I thought, you know what? I miss my tribe. I really didn't. I don't know, things have been quiet. I think Spirit's got me on a bit of a vacation. Why are they gonna flag it? Alright. Spirit. Angels. Guides, guards, protectors. Divine light. What, pray tell, is going on with the world? Manipulation. Isn't that funny? The magician upside down. Being manipulated by dark magic. Little bee, welcome in. Tell me more. As if. Something about sabotage. Sabotaging a collaboration. Creating conflict. And a needing to stand in one's power. Chaos and lies and deception. The only way we're going to have the new earth is if we rise up together, collective. We got to rise above the diversity, or the adversity. Yeah, the adversity. That what is done in the dark comes to light. The manipulation and the sabotage of the partnerships. And they're trying to create the inability to walk away, which is creating challenge and conflict. She's in Texas, probably not. I don't know, is it cold down in Texas still? You guys still got snow? We're winning. We're becoming awake. We're becoming aware. Wild how this all turned out. What is done in the dark is coming to light, the inability to walk away. But you're winning anyway. Overcoming the lies and the deception and the sneakiness, the conniving, the working in silence, the stealing of our rights. And it's all for nothing. They're doing this all for nothing. Because the cycle's about to end. The Spirit's telling me the Reaper's about to strike. And this is for our adversaries. The ones coming up against us. Tell me more about the Magician reversed. Ten of Cups. It's to ruin our wish fulfillment. It's to manipulate our joy. It's to manipulate our peace of mind. And the ability to have emotional connections. The Three of Pentacles reversed. The Knight of Pentacles on its side. So we're unable to help people. If we're unable to help ourselves, we're unable to help others. Five of Wands. Yeah, they're fighting our destiny. They're fighting what is rightfully ours as human beings, as a humanity. The Wheel of Fortune is running in our favor, whether we see it or not. King of Wands. Six of Pentacles. There's definitely some sort of balance coming in. If we stand in our power. If we start making the change we want to see, there will be balance. Just as I said. That what is done in the dark comes to light. Can I get something about the Moon in reverse? It's about the lies and the deception, the corruption. That's what's coming to light. Eight of Cups in reverse. Nine of Cups. You're unable to walk away and go towards your wish fulfillment. To be able to have body autonomy, to be able to live the life that you want. Even on a personal basis. Nine of Wands. Yeah, we're winning against the manipulation. We're standing 10 toes down to it. People have been trying to manipulate us with words, trying to get us to feel a certain way, to think a certain way. We're winning against that. We're rising above that. We're awakening to the deception and the lies. King of Swords reverse. Seven of Wands. We're standing on boundaries. We're sticking up for ourselves. As a humanity. It's not about countries. It's not about borders. It's about the fact of principle. It's about the fact of humanity. It's about the fact of autonomy and personal choice. As a world, haven't we grown to that point of diversity that we can have that? Or are we having to be dictated to? I think we can police ourselves. I think we can potentially heal ourselves if we allow it. Now, I'm not saying that doctors don't have any use, but they've lost touch with their principles. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. Yeah, we're guarding our hearts. We're standing on business. We're moving forward anyway. We're coming to a crossroads where we need to stand up for our values. Stand up for the love of humanity. Pour our hearts out to the world. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Pentacles. They think they know what they're talking about through the manipulation, but they're literally out of control. With the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, this is about putting actions to play and it falling apart. Okay, it was all for nothing. It's about putting a whole bunch of work into something and getting nothing out of it. Meanwhile, you're extremely talented. As a humanity, as a collective, we're extremely talented, and we can overcome this. We can overcome the out of controlness, the manipulation. It requires us to go within and heal and take stock of what we're good at. Take stock of our talents and our abilities and create a foundation on that. Death card. Four of Pentacles. It's the end of an era of selfishness. It's one thing to think of yourself to heal and to fill your own cup and to recalibrate your energy, but there comes a time when you need to start to give back to the world. But if we all collectively heal and we all give back and we all rise up, we can make some major changes. Knight of Cups, yeah, exactly. Moving forward with compassion. Moving forward with love. Allowing our emotions to guide us. Allowing our hearts to guide us. Welcome in, Sarah. Welcome in, T. Welcome in, Shelley. Welcome in, Patricia. There's justice coming. We're walking away from the indecision and the belittlement of who we are. We're walking away from the pressures of self-confidence. Justice is coming. We're finally putting an end to the bullshit. Spirit, what does the next 6 months look like for North America? Or let's say just for the world. Coming to a truce. Putting communication on the table. Mediation. Communication among partnerships. Finding strength through the betrayal. Moving forward with conviction, with truth, with communication, with honesty. So this very well could be releasing a lot of the pain and the suffering of the past, calling a truce. finding our self-worth, knowing that we deserve better. Fighting at all costs if we have to, but using that as a last resort. Walking away from that no longer serves us. Learning some lessons, rising up, moving on to calmer waters. I think we're going to be coming out of the worst of it, collective. I don't think things are going to get any worse. Things are going to start churning around, I believe. But again, in order to do a renovation, things have got to get a little dirty. Yeah. Things are just delayed right now. Okay, I'll talk about it, Spirit. The biggest delay right now that we have for the ascension, the collective ascension, is the fact that people are waking up, but they're too scared to heal. They're too scared to look at their past. They're too scared to repent of their actions. A lot of people are scared to take accountability. They don't want to take accountability for themselves or what they got brought into. Because a lot of people got deceived. A lot of people got coerced. And it's about coming back to yourself again. Being mindful and bringing back your peace of mind and putting that as a priority. Welcome in, Sean. What is going to be revealed in the coming months is going to sting, but it will ultimately set us free. There will be joy again, there will be happiness again. I can feel it. The powers that were, that have lost control and are still losing control, they're still crumbling. This old system and matrix needs to crumble in order for the new one to come to be. But their plan to bring in this so-called new world order is an absolute sham. It's in shambles. It's not going to materialize. Let's just say that much. It's not coming to pass. It's going to fail miserably. Just considering the world's track record, the people will rise. And the people will make the difference. Light will always win. It will always make the darkness flee. Please hold that in your hearts and your soul, and remember the light that is within you. Because it is ever so predominantly important to your survival. There's a lot of deception, there's a lot of heartbreak, there's a lot of destruction within our emotions. There's a lot of shit that we're not so happy about. But again, we still need to be inspired to move forward anyway. Allow your intuition to guide you on that. The Wheel of Fortune is not in their favor. Just what I said, this is a confirmation. Yeah, we need to go within, just what I've always been saying. We're moving into that, yes. Yeah, there it is. There's the badass bitch right there. She not playing. Yeah, because there's an imbalance between the masculine and feminine energies. All of this hoe bag and fuckboy energy, all of this one night stand, anonymous hookups, all of that, it's a thing of the past. It's going to become evidently embarrassing. Because it's not just sexually transmitted diseases that we're worried about. It's actually sexually transmitted demons that we're worried about. And when you play around with people with entities attached to them, you take on that energy. So you best be careful who you're sharing your energy with. Welcome in, Ryan. Standing on business, standing on boundaries, sticking up for what we believe in. I have a feeling this might be saying no to the relationship with our governments. I think we need to be single for a while. Talk to me, Ryan. We gotta remember what we're good at. We gotta remember why we came here, and we gotta nurture that truth. The only way we can do that is get through our healing. Because we need to clear our mind and our hearts of all the pain and all the bitterness in order to listen in and hear the voices of our calling. It takes a courageous human being. It takes a courageous soul. Gotta stop being all up in our heads. It's one thing to dig deep, and the one thing about Nine of Swords, okay? Yeah, I get it, buddy. I get it. You're not alone, man. The Nine of Swords, a lot of people say that it's about being up in your head and being in jail, being in confinement, not being able to leave, not being able to be, moving around. Sometimes you need to go deep within yourself, into your psyche, in order to dig up all this shit. Like, how do you plan to plant a seed? You have to break up the ground first. The only way you break up the ground is if you dig deep. Right? So you have to till and prepare the soil before you plant that seed. And this goes for your healing. You have to take all the impurities out of your soil in order to plant that seed. If you plant your seed in shitty soil, you're going to get a shitty ass plant. It might not even sprout. But if you plant that seed in fertile soil, your plant is going to grow big and strong and be protected. And when you're trying to build on a faulty foundation, it doesn't work. And talk about a faulty foundation, we're talking about the Five of Pentacles here. This is about having a faulty foundation. About having that foundation crumble and having to change up and build a new one. In the reverse, it's finding yourself. It's finding yourself again. It's valuing your experience, what you've come to learn over the little while that you've lived. But it's about finding value in your experience. It's about building those pillars, changing what needs to change in order to be in your best timeline, in your highest timeline. Ryan, every day, I want you to find something beautiful. Find something joyful. Remember of a memory that brings you joy, brings you happiness. Every day, just because, in spite of the chaos. I'm proud of you, Ryan. Just so you know. I'm proud of you. Keep winning. You have every right to win. And I know it's exhausting. It's exhausting. And it makes you want to snap out. I totally get it. I'm there. But the snap out, it's the reactive abuse. It's what they want. So the less that you snap out and the more you gray rock it, the better. The more unbothered you are, the more healed you are, the less triggered you are. This is why healing is important, because it's part of your protection. It's giving you the ability to rise above the manipulation and the abuse. And it literally starts to roll off your back once you start to get into the right perception and perspective. And you're not bringing negativity to the group. This is why we're here. Okay? You gravitate towards this tribe because you are a part of this tribe. And even if you're not feeling well, you're always welcome here. Spirit, what is Ryan's best blessed message to help inspire him? What's the biggest, best blessed message for Ryan? You need to start filling your own damn cup and thinking about yourself for a change. And you also need to be holding your cards to your chest. Stop talking about everything, specifically to the narcissist. Stop telling everything that you're working on. Start to work in silence. Stop reacting to their bullshit. Stop engaging in the bullshit. Focus on your own pillars of stability, your own priorities. Yeah. You got people coming in talking shit. They're talking lies. They're deceiving you. You know this, Ryan. Somebody's trying to leave you out in the cold. Or make you feel left out. But ultimately, this gives you the chance to build your own. Fuck everybody else. You do it for you, Ryan. Yeah. Start filling your own damn cup. Stop worrying about trying to help everybody else and start helping yourself. Start loving you for a change. You've faced a huge injustice. Yeah. You know what? It's okay to be in a fuck around and find out, a wish a fucker would kind of energy. It's okay to be there. It's okay to be bitter. It's okay to be mad. It's okay to be enraged because of the bullshit you've had to deal with. It's very valid. It's a very valid feeling. And just as much as it is nice to be in a positive mood, sometimes we just want to be mad. The trick is to transmute that madness into something beautiful for yourself. Yeah. Ryan, brace yourself. Okay? And I want you to always hold compassion, and I always want you to remember me. Okay? Remember the shit that I went through. Remember the shit that you went through and survived. You've got a 100% track record, and you need to realize that. You've survived it all. And you're still here. And you're still kicking and screaming. And you're doing better than you think you are. You just need to take a step back to see it. Yeah, because you're an empath and you're feeling a whole bunch of everybody else's energy. You need to orb. You need to close off to everybody else's energy. You need to shield up. I'm a saying you very well could be in the process of going through a dark night of the soul, Ryan, and you need to show yourself compassion in that. Yeah, get out of your head. You know exactly what's happened to you. You've been abused. You're not confused. You've been manipulated. But this is giving you the chance to stand up and rise above it. It's giving you the ability to make that choice. And I have all the faith in the world that you're going to get above this. Yeah. You know you deserve better, but you're not taking gratitude for what you have. And you need to really take stock of what you do have in your life and the blessings that you do have. Even if it's as simple as the blessings of awareness, and to see things for what they actually are and not have to worry about putting on rose-colored glasses and seeing it for what it's not. And being able to accept it for what it is. But knowing that it's not going to define you, knowing that it's not going to define who you are or what you're going to become. Yeah, you're going to be celebrating soon. There might even be some sort of love coming into your life. Ryan, have you been doing the work to try to heal and try to rise above your trauma? That what is done in the dark is coming to light, my friend. Yep, just keep going. You don't have to rush. There's no rush. You can take time out to heal every day and then get back to business. It's meant to be a journey. It's meant to be an empowerment to empower you. It's not meant to dwindle you away or make you feel less than. Welcome in, Sky Viking. Maureen, welcome in. You got to get a hold of your peace of mind and your finances. And once you can do that, I think things are going to square out for you and balance. Yeah, there could be an energy from the past coming back, but it's a good energy. It's someone you have good memories with. But you're gonna have to get up and out of your head and shape up before that comes in. You have to be in the right frequency for it to show up. But it will just determine on the pace of your healing, that's all. And the way that you help that effectiveness, Sean, is by healing. Healing all the triggers. By utilizing the things that trigger you and paying attention to the things that trigger you. If you heal these things by gaining a new perspective and understanding about it, it's a huge game changer, because then you're not triggered anymore. And if you're not triggered anymore, then you can't be manipulated. The manipulation, the idea to manipulate you, it just goes out the window, because I can't trigger you. So but Ryan, love onto yourself, fill your own cup, take yourself out on a date, okay? Pamper yourself. You need to give yourself some love right now and nurture you. I wish I had a teleporter, because I'd teleport over and give you a big old hug. You didn't lose your last job because of the narcissist. It was a blessing in disguise. You didn't like that job anyway. You thought it was going to be a good job, but you would have been overworked. That's amazing, Sean. I'm happy for you. I'm ecstatic that you're winning. So they did you a favor. Hey, Rocky, thank you so much. Oh, don't give me that, Maureen. What doesn't kill me makes me want to fucking snap. What doesn't kill you traumatizes the fuck out of you. Let's keep it real. And no, Maureen, I'm not getting on your case. Hey, Laura. Something tells me you wouldn't have fared out well in Japan anyway. You have to understand that regardless if the narcissist is involved or not, anything that is actually meant for you, that is in alignment with you, will happen regardless. Okay? Anything that is not in alignment will not surface. It will not materialize. And yet, Laura, you might have liked the job. You might have thought that, you know, it was a really, really good job. But there was still shit about the job, again, that wouldn't have gelled with you. It wouldn't have vibed with you. It's almost spirit saying you would have been selling your soul. In theory. And I'm getting a feeling like you wouldn't have been able to be yourself. You would have had to follow policy. There would have been a particular um, character you would have had to play. And you are as authentic as they come. So that would have been a big problem for you. What's stopping you, Rocky? Too late for what, Laura? Rocky, I was called to be here. I've been shuffling cards for 30 years. Okay? And I've studied and I've taken the time to do what I can to be who I am. Okay? It's been a lifelong journey. Um, you have to be ready for the trolls. You have to be ready for people that are going to have an opposite opinion of your own. You have to be ready for getting psychically, energetically, and, heaven forbid, physically and socially attacked. Specifically if you have anything credible to say. And if you want to come on in and do something right, you're going to be bombarded. But if you can handle it, do it up. It's not for the faint of heart, I'll tell you. Hey, I'm not saying nothing bad about the Japanese. Okay, I'm loving I love my Japan people. Definitely, most definitely, they're beautiful people, beautiful souls. Very honorable, very honest, very loving, very kind for the most part, and very dignified. Well, then again, Japan is way different than North and South Korea. It's a totally different world. I took my leap of faith a year ago there, Rocky. It's been bittersweet. It's not for the faint of heart. I wish you all the strength in the world. Alright, so I've got going on 63 minutes so far. Is there anyone in the chat right now that would like a message? I'm going to start off with super chats first. So if you got a super chat, you got a question, throw it on in the chat. Otherwise, I'm going to move on to members. I'll start with members, and then I'm going to go to subscribers. Yeah, people better brace yourself. North America is going to get hit by something pretty severe in February. It's definitely a time to brace ourselves. He stole 25 years. He didn't steal 25 years. You were training for 25 years on how to be a badass. Why would you sell yourself short like that? Perspective is everything, honey. There's the foot warmers. You can get a box of them on Amazon. Okay, so you don't have to make up for anything. It just means you had to be an adult early on. It doesn't mean your childhood is gone. The moment you realize your inner child is still alive and well, and it's waiting for you to play with them, it's waiting for you to remember them, it's waiting for you to give them a hug. Have you actually ever gave yourself a hug and just sat in the unconditional love of just you and your inner child? Have you taken the time to build a relationship and allow them out to play every once in a while? And this goes for everybody else, too. Sarah Slays, what's your if you were to give somebody advice in this chat, what would be your biggest takeaway from your life right now? The biggest lesson you've learned? And stop feeling like a loser. The thing is about narcissists, when they try to rip you apart and you start to fight back and you start to defend yourself, you're building up your tolerance. You're building up your warrior aspect of yourself. In essence, you're training. I love that idea, Sarah. Welcome in, William. The sun'll come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. The thing is, the narcissist tries to tear you apart and you end up becoming a badass. But you just gotta show up for the training. You're gonna show up or you're gonna bow down. You're gonna submit, you're gonna surrender, or you're gonna fight for your life and show them who's boss. Show them how it's really done. Outshine the motherfuckers. And rise above it. That's why it's called Flight Club. So, what's your biggest takeaway, Sarah? Just simply saying no to them. It's priceless how they react. They take a little hissy fit. Meanwhile, they're trying to get you to react. And when you don't follow their plan, good luck. Make sure you get it on tape, because then you can turn the script and play their own fucking game against them. Because you know damn well they're trying to get you to snap. So why do you think I came to YouTube? Because I had a feeling that they were wanting to be in my energy. I had a feeling that they were going to energetically bombard me. And I had a feeling that they were going to come through my messages. And as frustrating as it's been over the last year, having them come in through the messages, having them bombard my readings, only let the cat out of the bag. And they're basically left snapping out. Because all the truth is coming out. All their games, all their deception, all their schemes, their whole damn playbook is sitting out on the table. So you transmute that reaction that they want you to snap, you transmute that. You use that rage, you use that anger, that upset, that pain, that suffering. You use that, you transmute it into something beautiful. And it starts with a no. And the best thing is, if you pay attention to how the narcissist treats you, you get to learn their playbook. You get to learn their cycles. Right? And if you study the narcissistic playbook, and you do that through YouTube, you can look up different videos on narcissism and different qualities they have, different playbook issues. They've got different actions they take, different things that they do to gain control. You get to know this. And then once you're aware, you get to see this. Right? You get to see their playbook. And then you can switch the tables. Because you're more aware, you're awake to the problem, you're awake to their deception. But don't let them know that. Hold your cards to your chest. Don't let them know that you know, and play them at their own game. That's the game changer. But the funny thing is, when you finally get your out, and you get that moment where you're like, okay, I'm done, I'm out. And you make the choice to leave, they try to make it virtually impossible to live with them, and they make it virtually impossible for you to leave. So you finally bring it up to them. Like, I'm not happy. I want to move on. You know, that's why it's important to get your independence. That's why it's important to get some sort of work happening for yourself. Get your own money so at least you can step forward on your own. Thank you, T. That's the right thing there. That's the right perspective, Ryan. You're on the right track. Don't think that you're doing a lot better than what you think you are, dude. Just letting you know. And the thing is, the fluctuation of the feelings, it's all projection. You're happy one minute, sad the next, angry the next, anxious the next. It's because they're projecting. They're energetically projecting on you. And whether you're separated from the narcissist or not, they're still gonna do it. It's the cognitive dissonance as to whether or not you made the right decision. Because you're going back and you're going back in between the good memories and the bad. And you're questioning yourself, you're questioning your mind, you're questioning the validity of your thoughts. Did I really go through that, or was it just a fucking dream? Yeah, you did. You went through it. Sarah, I'm still waiting. In all of your life, what's the biggest lesson that you've learned? And that goes for the whole chat. If you've got a lesson that you've learned over the years that you think the chat would want to know about, what would it be? Okay, so how did you do the return to sender? Did you go down on my community page and go grab it from there? You say it to yourself, you read it to yourself, and then you say it in a whisper to spirit, and then you proclaim it out loud the third time. You say it 3 times. I would heal some first. I would empower yourself. Heal the triggers that they hold with you. So that way if they bring those triggers up again, then you're unfuckwithable. They won't be able to trigger you. Take it one day at a time. I wouldn't push it. Sarah, you're playing it safe. A little bit too safe. You're playing it in a way of appeasing and people pleasing. Sometimes you're not meant to people please. Sometimes you're meant to sometimes you're meant to set it on fire. Just remember to bring marshmallows. Hey Max, they're just showing you how much you've grown since then. and how much they haven't, how much they've stayed in the same spot, and how much of a great idea of no longer being their friend or allowing them in your energy really is. It's just a reminder. It's a validation to you making the right decision. I'm proud of you. Sarah, I'm getting a feeling that you've had a history of abandonment. Is this true? You find people ghost you? Because some degree, I think you might need to drop the people pleasing and please yourself for a change. The only way that you're going to heal that wound of abandonment is if you stop abandoning yourself and you start showing up for you. Stop worrying about everybody else's needs and worry about your own. Start making boundaries for your peace of mind. What do you mean it was a waste of time, Ryan? And just so you know, this video will self-destruct. So whatever we're chatting about in the chat is only with us. By chance, do you have crisis management with the police services where you are? Crisis services? You might want to look into that. Get a second opinion. Because that's not right. If they're assaulting you, just because you're a dude, shouldn't matter. I don't give a fuck if you're a man or a woman. You shouldn't be assaulted. And the fact that, you're dealing with a chick and you're a dude, and the fact that, oh, don't worry, just a little assault, no. If it was the other way around, you would have been thrown in jail. You would have been charged. So what the actual fuck is wrong? If you're being abused, there's certain avenues you go. You don't just go with the regular cops. You got to go with a certain service. There's got to be some sort of crisis services or department dealing with crisis and abuse and domestic violence. That's a great way to look at it, Angel. No, they shouldn't be. The cops shouldn't get away with that, and neither should your ex. The thing is, us empaths, we deserve way better than what we receive. But it's because of our ability to people please and want to make everybody feel better. It tends to be taken advantage of most times. But we end up coming to the precipice where we lose our give a shit button. Assault is assault, and it's definitely not a pepper. I'm just trying to be funny there for a second. Lighten the mood. Wow, because they don't want to go and do the paperwork. Heaven forbid. They gotta write something down. All right, let's do some readings. Throw some hearts in the chat. I will pick on random. I'm not gonna pick the first one. I'm not gonna pick the last one. I don't know. Maybe I will. It all depends on what resonates. I'm gonna take priorities to members first. Running, 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 and running, run, running, 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 run, running, running. Somebody's losing their shit right now, collective. They're all in fear and worried. They're definitely not at peace. They're wanting a vacay. Or they very well could be on a vacation. And they're not feeling settled. They're not feeling secure. They might have got ripped off. And they're longing to be at home. They're missing you. They want to talk to you. They want a reunion. But I guess they went on a vacation to get away. And they're not feeling too hot. They're exhausted. They're burnt out. They're feeling empty. I was kind of thinking about you, Sean. So if this is vibing with you, very well could be your message. Yeah, this person is definitely not in the moment. They don't feel they need to apologize to you. They're trying to rid themselves and run away from the chaos. Yeah. They're not hopeful, yet they're not hopeless. It feels like they want to come out of this feeling. But they envy, they resent you. How can you resent somebody and you're longing for them? Or maybe they're longing for home. Sweet dreams, Patricia. Shelley. What's the vibe check for Shelley? What's the vibe check for Shelley? Suffering in silence, unspoken desires, real feelings, broken dreams. What's going on? You're done with the gossip. You're done with the rumors. You're no longer feeling hopeless. You're coming out of a depression. Again, you're longing. You're missing someone. Or someone's longing for you. Ooh. You're saying goodbye to the psychopath. Maybe you're realizing that you're not the crazy one. You're having a hard time relaxing. You should make that a top priority. Yeah, slow down, get out into nature, have some you time. You're dealing with a lot of karmic energy. You need to transmute that shit. You're dealing with a very unhinged particular person, so be very careful. Sean, I'll throw you some more. No, I want to shuffle them more. You could be thinking that you're not so crazy anymore. Sean, no longer drowning. You're not hitting rock bottom. That's not happening. You're having a choice as to whether or not you want to continue with some sort of bad cycle, bad decision, addiction. You're coming to a crossroads with that, so make the decision to better your life, to rise above it. Cheap thrills aren't worth it. Coming into a time where you're not feeling so left out anymore. Finding some sort of value with yourself. Self-confidence. Self-love. You're still uninspired though. You're just trying to get away from, deal with some blockages. You might be keeping something to yourself and not really communicating something. You're not living in the moment. You're kind of remunerating about the past. Worried and fear. Emotions are high. Maybe you're in isolation, feeling rejected, alone, self-inflicted maybe. You're not thinking that there's many possibilities ahead of you, but there are. Spirit's saying people are talking about you, about your success. Despite it all, you're still inspiring, so keep going. You're inspiring someone. Yeah, you're ridding this narcissistic energy out of your... You're dropping your ego, maybe. You're unmasking a narcissist, quite possibly. Shield up. Let's get a couple tarot cards for you. Alright. Instead of this, I'm gonna pick a number between 1 and 5. Okay? I'm gonna shuffle these up first. I'll do 5 little mini readings. So pick a number between 1 and 5, and we'll go with that. I'm happy, Sean. Just remember me when you get some coin and throw me some. That's all. I want everybody winning. Because if you're winning, then I'm winning. And if I'm winning, we're all winning. Thank you, Sean. What does Sean need to focus on right now? What's his biggest priority? Your independence. Step into your own wish fulfillment. Step into the powers that be that you have capable of wielding through your experience and your knowledge and your foundation, what your life is built on. Allow your experiences to help find your independence. Allow them to guide you into your highest version of yourself, independently. There might be some major changes to your foundation soon. There may have been already. You might have been feeling left out. But that's changing because you're realizing your potential. Okay? Continue to realize your potential and step into that power. Okay? Because this is going to help get you above the sabotage. There's people colluding against you that you don't know about. And you're going to have an awakening through this experience. You're going to get to see who your true friends are, who's actually riding for you or not. It's going to help you elevate. It's going to help you allow to let go of those things that no longer serve you. You're headed into personal wish fulfillment. Okay, so you're not only sitting here with a 9 of Pentacles, okay, but you're sitting here with the 9 of Cups. So this is about loving yourself and loving the emotional connections that you have already and finding gratitude with that. Not necessarily expecting any particular commitment, just enjoying the emotional connections that you've developed and solidifying those ones rather than, not being fulfilled and not feeling that you are complete, because you are. 5 of Swords. This is about quite possibly reconciling, resolving. It's the feeling of not wanting to fight anymore, wanting to put the sword down. Right? And the 8 of Cups. This is about emotionally walking away, again, to what no longer serves you. Okay? So, just keep it on, keep it on. You're doing great. All right. Is there anybody else that wants to sneak in a super chat before I start these 5 readings? Going once. Going twice. Going 3 times. Alright, do I have any members here that would like a message? Any members? Speak or forever hold your peace. Oh, Michael, are you still here? I give you a message. You're a member. I still remember I got you that full reading that you got. So, alright. What's the biggest, best message for Michael? 8 of Pentacles. You're in a question period of yourself as to what you're good at. You're trying to find out where your best talents are, how you can best make it happen. You're just kind of sitting at the table looking at all of what you have to provide and show up with in the world. There could very well be some sort of delays currently right now. Yes, nurturing yourself, but not feeling all that inspired. Wheel of Fortune is on the line. It's requiring a rebirth. It's requiring you to allow that what no longer serves you to die off. It's like a snake shedding its skin. There's a bitterness within you that you need to curb, you need to transmute, you need to heal. It's very crucial because it is putting in jeopardy the divine timing that is in your life. So it's almost as if you're holding back from a dark night of the soul, or you're trying to bandage a wound, or tend to a cut that isn't healing. But you figure by doing the same thing and just staying the course is going to work, but you're not getting any relief. Whatever this is, you need to take a step back and look at it a different way. Change your perspective. Empower yourself. Okay, because whatever you're working on right now, whatever you're, distracting yourself with is not working. And it's creating a bitterness, which is taking you out of the frequency of your divine alignment. Seven of Swords, but you will get back that what was taken, right? Sevenfold blessings. Whatever you've been ripped off, eventually it will come back to you. You're definitely going to be celebrating a new crossroads. You're definitely going through this rebirth. This rebirth is going to give you the strength that you need. So allow this dark night of the soul, although you may be anticipating it may be hurting, it's actually going to be more empowering than what you think it is. It's kind of like going to get a wax, and it's not as painful because the girl knows what she's doing and she's quick and she just gets it done and onward and forward. And here you thought you were getting a waxing and you actually got you got a sugar instead. Apparently less painful. Take a leap of faith. Michael, take a leap of faith. Okay? There's so much more life for you to live. You just gotta step into it. And it's a process to do that. Okay? Keep that in mind. Nurture yourself. All right. 1 through 5. Let's do it. There's some sort of a Knight of Cups in the reverse that's literally lost control. They're out of control. They're literally losing their mind. It could be a water sign. Okay. It's close enough. Oh, no, this one's too big. All right. Oh, Aiden, stop moving the piles around. I need to pick a pile. Okay, so these are going to be mini reads. Okay. It's going to be your current situation. It's going to be your current obstacle. What's your top priority within your mind that you need to worry about and that you need to work on? Where in your heart space do you need to focus? What was before you? What's behind you? And what's coming? All right? Oh, Ryan. For somebody feeling bad about always getting a free reading. And now you want to pick all 5. All right, ready? Okay, you're coming out of a time of defeat. You're coming out of a time of great chaos, number two. Um, you're having to deal with a third party energy, but you're shining. In your mind, you know exactly what's going on. You know who you are. You know what you're all about. You know you're a starseed. Deep down, you know you're here on a mission. Okay? You know this. There's going to be an offer brought to you. It's going to seem like a really too good to be true offer. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to test you. You could be dealing with this right now. It might not have happened yet. You might have just been given an offer and you haven't really looked into it yet. But I would really mind the paperwork. I would very well mind the contract, and make sure you read it thoroughly before making any signing the dotted line, making any decisions. But yeah, in your heart space, you were dealing with a third party situation. There was some sort of a triangulation happening. And it created a lot of havoc and destruction to your foundation. And it got you in this energy of self-sabotage. Okay, so you really need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Okay? Up in your mind, you know what you're doing, you know where you're going, you know what your focus is. But make sure that it's not on, like, all that glitters is not gold. Okay? To keep that in mind. You very well could be overwhelmed by this offer. Okay, number two, so be very wary, be very mindful to the situation. Can I get more on the Five of Pentacles? Yeah, Ten of Cups in the reverse. This was a love relationship that you were dealing with that they paraded around saying that it was going to be so happy, and it turned into an absolute nightmare. Can I get the Ace of Pentacles? Yeah. This offer is going to be revealed to you. It's going to sting, but it will set you free. Okay, because it's going to show you what this particular person's all about. Star. Somebody's making you question your way forward. Somebody's making you question what's going on in your head. Don't allow them to do this, because you see things very clear. You're having hope. You know, you're healing. You're in this position of empowerment. Stay there. Don't allow anybody to question it. And stop questioning your way forward. It will be lit for you. Allow your intuition to guide you through this. Okay? Three of Cups, reversed. Yeah. There could be very well information or triangulation coming in still. They very well could be trying to triangulate you into something. So if you're dealing with a past person, they very well could be sending someone in to distract you or entice you or tempt you. And then they're going to somehow integrate back into the picture. So be very wary as to what's going on with this. Okay? Ten of Pentacles, reversed. Yeah, all of the foundation and the destruction that you had to deal with is all coming back. Okay, sevenfold blessings. You're not in your head about it. You're gonna win this, whatever the situation is. You're coming out on top, regardless. Okay, so hold tight. What is this Empress reverse energy? And Four of Pentacles. Yeah, people are calling around saying that you're selfish, but you're not. You're thinking for yourself. You're filling your own damn cup. You're focused on your own stability. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay? And, people are trying to sabotage that by saying you're selfish, making you feel guilty. That's not the case. Okay? The truth is coming out. The truth will be revealed to you. Communication is coming. Clarity is coming. People are going to show you who they are. Seven of Cups. Wow. You're overwhelmed at the fact that your way forward was thwarted because you weren't filling your own cup. You weren't building up and standing on boundaries. Okay? This brought you some sort of an awakening that you needed. So, despite all the pain and the sorrow, it was actually a blessing in disguise because it showed you who people were. It allowed you to show up differently. So it's allowing you to protect yourself, to become aware. What's the Nine of Wands in reverse? Yeah, you feel defeated because you're listening to what people are saying and you're taking it as if it's valid. Meanwhile, their opinion literally has no value. Their opinion has no merit where it comes to your life. Okay, so stop feeling that you're defeated by what other people are saying to you. Because whatever they're feeling, whatever they have to deal with is their own. Nothing to do with you. It's none of your business. And you're needing to find the hope. Again, the star. The star. It's coming out. Both upright. You need to continue having hope and invoke your inner warrior and some self-confidence. Because the best is yet to come. That what goes around comes around. And the people that coming up against you are going to meet their maker. They're going to meet their karma. You're a fucking starseed. Do you even realize how protected you are? Despite it all? Because you have miracles literally coming out of nowhere. And you tend to forget about them. So sit there and wonder. From out of nowhere, miracles happen. From out of nowhere, you just, right at the right timing. It's divine fucking timing. Look at all the times that's happened in your life. And sit there in awe and appreciation of how divinely protected you are. You're here on a mission. You need to remember. So dig deep. It's part of the reason why your foundation is crumbling, so that way you can get ready to step into this star energy. Yeah. Somebody doesn't like the fact that you're stepping into this energy, so do it anyway. In spite of what they say. Don't allow them to tell you you can't step into your highest timeline. Don't allow them to tell you that you cannot better yourself. Do you understand how asinine that sounds? Come on now. What's this Knight of Pentacles? Seven of Swords. So this offer that they're coming in with, this Ace of Pentacles that they're coming in with, that's your obstacle. Okay, this is that too good to be true offer, right? And they're coming in. They very well could be an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They're coming in with some sort of an offer. It's going to look like some sort of support for you, but it's really not. They're probably going to hold it over your head. And they're probably using it to steal off of you and rip you off of your energy. So be mindful. But just know that everything is going to balance out soon. You got angels watching over you. This doesn't mean that you can go around acting stupid, because the angels don't like stupid. So act accordingly. Call on them if you need to. Number 5. All right, number 5. You shit, you went through it. You're going through it. It's valid. Everything you've been through is valid. I'm going to tell you right now, everything that you've dealt with right now, up until this point, it happened. I'm validating your chaos. I'm invalidating the fact that you're not fucking crazy. I feel you. I see you. I hear you. Your current situation, you're sitting in a position of changing the way you look at love, the way you look at compassion. Because of what you've dealt with, what you've been served on your plate, has been nothing but vinegar. Has been nothing but vinegar and salty anger and bitterness. It's literally got you in this energy of reactive abuse. It's got you in this feeling of wanting to snap out. And I hear that, I feel that. But I'm telling you this right now, don't. Your biggest obstacle right now is to not retaliate, to not engage in the retaliation. Because there's some major reactive abuse happening right now. You're at the verge, you're at the precipice of snapping out. And you need to check yourself. I say this with utmost compassion to your highest timeline. That you deserve to be in that highest timeline. And you do not need to be dealing with the repercussions of your lashing out and you snapping out. Your heart is filled with bitterness right now. It's very difficult to take. The fact that you've had to deal with lies and deception and probably constant gang stalking. There's a bunch of people there that have been lying on you, causing rumors, causing deception in other relationships and other friendships. It's really brought you down. But understand that if anybody that wants to move away from you or change their perception on you without speaking to you, they were not meant to stay in your life anyway. If they're not willing to speak to you and talk through it and find out from the horse's mouth of what's going on, if they're not willing to come forward with what people are saying and the rumors and let you know, they don't deserve your energy. They don't deserve to be in your life to begin with. If they're not going to be honorable and truthful and transparent with you, then you don't need to be sharing any energy with them. Specifically if they're lying. Okay? You're headed for a rebirth. You very well could be heading into a dark night of the soul. Okay? But understand, again, this is like sevenfold blessings. I'm coming back to reiterate this message. Okay? That everything that's been done to you is being recorded. Maybe not by a camera, but the divine sees everything. And the divine will not betray you. The divine will not bring you anywhere that won't teach you something valuable. The divine will not waste your time. Now I'm going to tell you a little story, hopefully a shorter one. But through this time of dealing with my ex, I thought at one point, because I prayed for my ex, I prayed for somebody to come into my life to love me, to cherish me, to treat me like an actual person. And then literally out of nowhere they showed up. So I thought this was a divine sign that it was meant for me. That this interaction, that this connection was meant for me. Little did I know they literally ripped me apart and left me for dead. But it's interesting how you end up having to lose the whole part of yourself in order to find yourself again. To be triggered to no end, to the point of snapping out and wanting to just end it all. I was never so scared in all of my life because I got to that point. Yet 2 years, 3 years later, here I sit speaking on my testimony, on my life, shining light in the darkness. Despite the struggles, I'm still here. Despite all the pain, I'm still here. And I'm a heck of a lot stronger. I'm a heck of a lot more healed than I was before. It takes work, but it's worth it. You will come out of it. And as much as I was angry at the divine for quite some time for putting me through that, as I dug deeper into the triggers and I started seeing it for what it is and I started empowering myself, started creating boundaries, I invoked that inner warrior, that inner observer, that inner scientist, and I picked the shit apart. I picked every experience that I ever had, every memory that I had. I picked it apart. And I built my new foundation on the boundaries of learning every lesson. So, what was meant to kill you? In a sense, yes, Maureen, it does make you stronger. But it doesn't make you stronger without the work. It doesn't make you stronger without the fight. It doesn't make you stronger without the consistency. And in order to manifest your highest timeline, it takes intention and action. So that way the universe brings you that equal reaction. So by doing the work, you gain the lesson and you receive the blessing. So the divine, despite how mad I was, the divine proved to me already that it was meant to be. That despite the pain and the sorrow that I went through, I was in training. So, understand that clarity is coming. A new way, a new direction, a new partnership, a new beginning. It's on its way. All of this healing the betrayal in your mind, okay? Getting rid of the confusion, the cognitive dissonance. It's all worth it. Despite how they lied to you, despite how they deceived you and gang stalked you, you're coming out of that. You're going into a rebirth. A lot of that what no longer serves you, a lot of what made you go into that vulnerability to get taken advantage of, that's gone. That part of you is dying off. Because you're moving more into a warrior aspect of yourself. And this is where the clarity is coming. This is where the new way is coming. So be patient. Be compassionate to yourself. Allow yourself to heal. Allow yourself this awakening. Allow yourself this rebirth. Yeah, I think that was pretty well self-explanatory. I don't need to clarify anything. All right, number 3. We got the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse in your situation. And then we have a Queen of Wands in your obstacle. And I have a feeling these are two particular people that you're dealing with. I don't get a good feeling from this reading at all, number 3. I'm going to say that right now. It looks like somebody's making a deal with the devil. It's either that or people are coming up against you saying that you're addictive or you're dealing with addictions. And it's almost as if they're arguing at the fact that you don't deserve what's actually meant for you because you're just going to waste it away. They're playing you out to be a particular person that you're not. They're making you think that you're somebody evil, but you're not. They're making you look out to be somebody unstable and unhinged, but you're not. They're making you feel like you're not able to love, but you can. They're trying to make it like you're toxic and that you're imbalanced in your heart space. That you're not worthy of any particular divine path. Like you're not worthy of any wheel of fortune. You're not worthy of any particular inheritance. You're not worthy of it. The thing is you see this. You're stepping into this high priestess energy. High priest, high priestess. You're stepping into your power. You're calling your power back. And you see exactly what's going on. Okay? And Spirit is telling me that you need to stand on business. You need to go at this as if you don't care anymore what other people think. If you're going to go after this, you need to go after this. But you need to make this judgment call in order to find rest. There is judgment being called on this. And Spirit's saying you're going to have your day in court. And when you have your day in court, and you express yourself, they're going to try to make you look crazy. They're going to try to make you look evil, and that you worship the devil. They're going to try to say that you're not balanced in your heart space, that you're not compassionate, that you're not loving, that you're not kind, and that you don't deserve this particular wheel of fortune to roll in your favor. But understand, this is what you're coming out of. This is what you're leaving behind you. The divine is working in your favor. Why? The divine walks with you. The divine is you. You are the divine. You have to step into that. And you need to stand on boundaries. Fight for what you believe in. Because there's validity in it. And once you make that judgment call, things are going to rest. You're going to be able to have a moment of respite. Yeah. They tried to say that you're not independent. They tried to say that you're selfish. That you're greedy. That you don't even know how to take care of yourself. Meanwhile, they've been treating you like a fucking scapegoat and black sheep your whole life. They're literally sitting there abusing you, making you into this particular energy, trying to get you to emulate this particular energy. And this isn't who you are. They're trying to project this onto you to make you look like it, but it's really not you at all. And they don't want you standing in your power. And your obstacle is to not flip out and to not snap out on them, because they're very, very selfish. They want all the money to themselves. They want the inheritance all to themselves. They don't think you deserve it when they never deserved it to begin with. And this is why you need to stand on business. It's rightfully yours. I'm proud of you, Maureen. Keep shining. I don't think I need to clarify anything on this. Again, it's very self-explanatory. Spirit's saying there's a cut of the cards. Do two? Okay. Do two cuts. Yeah, the Lovers is in the reverse. The thing is they don't love themselves. These two people that you're dealing with, this Queen of Pentacles and this Queen of Wands, they don't love themselves. That's the problem. I'm getting a mother and an aunt. They're feuding over something. Thinking that you don't deserve something. And they're fighting over something about it. You're coming out of the worst of it, though, collective. Alright, number 3. You're coming out of the worst of it. You are about to receive they're trying to cast judgment on you, but you're going to receive justice in this. Yeah, you need to stand in your power. You've gone through the worst of it. Okay? Yeah, there's just a slight delay because they can't seem to make up their mind. And again, 7 of Wands, you need to stand on business. Yeah. Stand on business about giving back. Acts of service. Alright? I have a feeling the Justice card is in here somewhere. There's the Judgment card. I have a feeling the Justice card is in here. 4 of Cups, you know you deserve better. Moving forward with compassion. Support. Stand in your power. Nurture yourself. 10 of Cups in reverse, because you've been dealing with a lot of turmoil emotionally. Okay? And this could have to do with your home life. But you're balancing things out. Okay? Despite they think that you can't handle it, you will. Okay? Even though the Justice card isn't there, I'm telling you, you're getting justice. You need to stand on business. You need to show them how it's done. And you need to show them who the hell they're talking to. And remind them that you deserve to be respected. You deserve better than what you're getting. Have a good night, Ryan. You're very welcome. Be good to yourself, okay? All right, number 4. Let's open that door, shall we? All right. You're too busy giving back. You're giving way too much of yourself. You're contemplating whether or not you want to walk away from this, whatever you're giving to. But you feel by walking away from this that you're going to be releasing the balance from your life. And this is why you're questioning a new endeavor, a new possibility, quite possibly a new relationship, a new offer. However, what you don't understand is you're going to be moving from a Six of Pentacles into a King of Pentacles, which is very stable. You're not only in this energy of being balanced, but you're able to give back. The only thing left is to heal your heart and make a decision. However, you feel that this decision that you're about to make is going to turn your whole world upside down. It might drop you down a level. You might not succeed. However, with this move, it's going to show you who other people are. And I have a feeling that what is coming to you is going to set you free. It's going to sting a little, yes. There's a lot of shit coming out from the darkness. That what is done in the dark is coming to light. With the moon in reverse. But you've got the sun right next to it. So this is meant to happen. It's part of your destiny. Okay? This is going to help you reveal where and what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, although you might think that your world is going to be turned all upside down because of this, maybe it's meant to happen. Maybe you're supposed to let go of some things. You're wanting to go on to calmer waters. You're wanting to learn some lessons. So why not allow that to happen? Let's see what other cards you have here. Ten of Swords, yeah. You're ending out a cycle. You're no longer giving to something. You don't want to give to it anymore. You are the master manifester. You have the ability to make what you want a reality. So what are you waiting for? Step into that magician. Work that magic. Make your life what you want it to. Stand on business. Stand on your truth. And you know what? If you have to get mad while you do it, you're warranted. Because it's going to warrant you an awakening. You're going to see things from a different perspective. Step into the magic. I think you'll surprise yourself. All right, number one. We got a Seven of Pentacles. All right, number one. You're being very patient. You're being very analytical. You're wanting to take a leap of faith in a new direction. You're digging deep within your heart space. However, you're having a hard time finding strength to do this. You're kind of thinking it's all for nothing. And it seems like you're leaving your patience behind you. It's like you're leaving a possibility behind you. You're not willing to wait for a particular situation anymore. And it's kind of like you're going with the story that you have in your head. And it kind of feels like you're walking into a hornet's nest. You're walking into a time of deception. It's almost like you have to lie about something to get by. Things are going to happen very, very quickly for you, and you're going to have to think on your feet. Sweet dreams, angel. You do have success coming. And it's going to come in quick. You very well could be dealing with the Queen of Swords. And you're going to be very successful against this particular person that you're dealing with. You've been very, very patient with this person. And they haven't been very nice to you. They've been lying on you. They've been talking shit behind your back. I'm really picking up on a karmic Gemini. And it's coming to a head. And something's going to happen very, very quickly. But you will succeed. And whatever's going on, it will be resolved. Okay, so be patient. Continue to have patience. Because things are going to start to move very, very quickly. And you're going to need your strength. But I have a feeling that you need to step into your warrior self and you need to stick up for yourself. Because that's where you're going to gain the success. Okay? Let's see what else we got in here. Six of Cups. So this is a past energy that you might have been dealing with. Okay? It was very deceptive. Spoke a lot of shit on your name. Lots of lies, a lot of deception. Very conniving. You put a lot of energy into this particular connection. Right? And you know this. You know exactly what's going on. This particular person is lying on you because they're envious of you. They're jealous of you. They're not happy with the fact that you're succeeding and that you're moving forward. You're gaining success. And this is why they want to try to create conflict and bring injustice to you. Okay? However, you're not in your head about it anymore. Okay? You see it for what it is. And they better tread carefully, because you're about to win a very, very important case. Okay? And again, I have a feeling you're going to get your day in court. Or there will be justice for this injustice. I hope that helped. Take a leap of faith. Okay? Take a leap of faith. All right, kids. I think it's that time again. I want to thank you for your support, being part of my tribe. I love you all. If you're a member and you want to get in on the tarot class that's coming in, if you're not a member, you can get in on a membership and come hang out and join my tarot class that's happening starting Monday next week. It's in the live format on the members side. In order to access the video after it's aired, you have to have at least the flight membership level. However, for the ones that have the chat membership access, you are invited. So it will be you will have access to that class if you are a member of any level on the day and the hour of it airing. So if you get the notification, make sure you're getting the notifications. Make sure you're hitting the bell. Okay? So that way, and hit all. So that way you get the notification. So that way you can attend. Welcome in, Mandy. You just come in on the end of it. So, with this tarot class, we're going to be looking into numerology. We're looking into symbolism. We're looking into each one of the suits, as well as the higher arcana. It's a week-long workshop. Okay? So, I'm looking forward to it. I hope you'll attend it. And if you are in the chat access, you're invited. But it's only going to be accessible while it's aired. Once it's finished airing, it's going over to membership side, to the Flight Club membership level. So you'll have to have that $10.99 level, I think, or higher, in order to have access to it going further. If you'd like to support me by my merch, the link is there. If you'd like to support and get a personal reading, the links are there for Hipsy. Donations are available on PayPal. If you'd like to send me a PayPal, you can do that. But understand it is a donation only. It's not to pay for readings. Yeah. The links are there in my About section, description box, yada yada yada. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. If you can't be good at it, at least be good to yourself, so that way you can be good to others. and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good evening.